Guys, guys, subscribe to the channel and like the stream as we begin analyzing the charts. So kindly do the needful, guys. We need to reach 2,000 subscribers. We need to reach 2,000 subscribers. Now, what does that mean? 2,000 subscribers means we shall get more audience so that we can be consistent in making these live trades, analyzing the market together, making content that is vlogs for you guys to see. So that is all I'm pushing for. So kindly do the needful, guys. We need at least 10 subscribers in this live. At least let's get 10 subscribers in this live stream. Then that is going to be massive. Anyway, today we are going to analyze the chart as I promised yesterday. Yesterday was Sunday, yeah, the markets were closed. So the market is open now, which is Monday today. So let's just go to the chart. I will not talk much about subscribing. Please ask questions in the chat. Let me read them. So first, let me first take you guys to the chat and we see. Let me do something here, guys. First, hold on. Let me do something here. I'm going to show you guys something that is. Guys, I want to first make sure that you all see the screen well. Everything is clear so that you see we learn together. So now what you're seeing. So guys, how was today's live streams done outside? Let me reduce on this. Let me reduce on the size of this. Yes, so like that. So how was today's outdoor stream? How was it? Kindly subscribe, ask questions about forex. So I did not expect this to happen in this chat. I was not expecting this push today. So I wasn't expecting this. Let me show you guys. I was not expecting all this to happen. So I did not expect that push, this push here. I did not expect this to happen today, but that is how the market is. But you see, what is funny now is that what's funny is that we have this fair value gap on a daily time frame, of which we are all seeing here, and we are all aware of it. We are all aware of that fair value gap and what it might do. So that is how we are seeing it. I want to keep up with the stream here. That's why I'm ever checking on my phone. Guys, if you are watching, subscribe to the channel. Sub to the channel, like the stream and share. So I was not expecting this push as I said earlier. So this is all happening in the daily time frame. Now what are we going to wait for in this kind of market? This is all happening in the daily time frame, of which we are seeing a big gap. This gap here needs to be filled. It will either bounce back down. This is what I mean by it. We are to either do this up on the gap and then we bounce back down, or we break this and we go back up. So this is what I'm seeing here. But for now, we are seeing trend is about to be changed, of which you saw a change here, a change in this, a change into a bearish trend. This was a change, but now there is we have this resistance here, resistance zone. Why do I say it is resistance? This is why I'm saying it's a resistance zone. Why I'm saying it's a resistance zone is because of these rejections that are happening around. So all these rejections is why I'm saying it's all these rejections happening. It's why I'm saying it's we are bullish now. Okay, but for us to be bullish, we have to break this fair value gap. That is going to be our confirmation now that we are going to run up. Without this, we are not taking anything that is about to deceive us. We are not taking anything that is about to deceive us. So that is why we shall wait for a break. This is why we shall wait for a break to the upside or to the downside. All those are the confluences that we are waiting for, the confirmations we are waiting for in this kind of market. So I'm not going to remove this. Let's just leave it there. Yeah, this is going to give us a clue of what is going to happen in the market. We are mapping the market, guys. This is what we are doing. We are just mapping it. We are mapping it. So now, after us getting this, that we either break or we drop. We either break and retest, or we break to the downside. These are all that we are waiting for. This to happen, and then now let's go to 4 hours time frame and we see what is clearly there in the charts. What is clearly there in the charts? This is a spot zone that we are seeing right here. So are you guys seeing the fair value gap that was here? How many candles are this covered? Two are fully covered. One is a half covered. So this is simply telling us we are going to drop. This is what I'm seeing in gold. These are the equal highs also that we are seeing here. We are seeing equal highs. What does equal highs mean? This means it's a sell of which you saw a drop here from this. So that is what it is. Equal highs are simply telling us that we are going to drop the market of which you are seeing, which is M also. Let me show you guys which is an M. And this M I talked about it in one of my live streams. Yeah, no, not in one of my live streams, but in one of the videos that I made for you guys. So that is what I talked about there. I clearly talked about M, what M is all about. Once you see M, you look for sales, of which you see our resistance zone being broken, of which you see our support zone being broken, of which we went for sales. These are short sales. Let's say you are taking shots, you have to take shots in this kind of market. Let's say you are taking shots from this yeah, so this is going to be above this second candlestick. Now are you seeing what happened here? Are you guys seeing? So it was clearly going to scare you. You see how it moved? It was simply going to scare you up, down, of which it hit here our TP. So if you had placed, yeah, this was going to be a super one. You place your stop loss there, and this was going to be your trade. You see. So we are still covering even that gap there. Let's say you are taking that trade because of this M confluence or the pattern. M pattern was clearly showing you that we are going for sales, of which I told you guys, isn't it? So you can check out that video. That is like 2 days back or 3 days back. So kindly check it out, guys. Check out my videos. check out the live streams if you had missed, if you had not done them or watched. So this is what we are seeing clearly. We are waiting for a resistance from this side. So this was our fair value gap. So we are waiting for it to tap at least here and we go back down. So this is what we are seeing on gold, but not that is not all it. We can also wait for it to break above this, of which I'm saying it's impossible right now because this is 4 hours time frame. So we are going to wait for sales patiently. Sales patiently. That is what we are waiting for. Let's check on 1 hour time frame. We see still. So this is the same thing that we are seeing, guys. We are seeing same thing, same conferences that we were there. You see, even to zoom this market out. So that was going to be it. This was a clear M. Clear M means obvious sales. Clear W means obvious buys. So guys, that is how it is. Clear buys means clear W means we are buying. Clear M means we are selling. So let me check on the stream how it is doing. Stream is poorly bad. It's bad. The stream is not good today. Stream isn't doing well. But anyway, we move with those that are watching. Clearly, we are waiting for that thing to happen. It's the same thing that I said in this. We are going to wait for it to tap above this, which is the resistance. So that is what we are waiting for. But we don't expect it now to break all this. This was the fair value gap which I marked out. So guys, we are just mapping the charts for tomorrow. Also, you can get the same signal. So this is what we are waiting for. We are waiting for the resistance to happen. So this is the resistance area that we are waiting for to happen. How do you find your trading? How do you find your trading? So how I find my trading is that I get money from gifts from parents. So that is how I get money. Then I put in my trading account. If I'm to be able to flip it or to make some money, then I can fund the account. That is how I fund it. But I don't fund above $100. I don't fund above $100. I fund like $20, 50, and that 50 I take it to at least 200 USD, 300 USD. So that is how I fund the account. I get money from parents, gifts, and yeah. So this is what we are still seeing in 1 hour. In 1 hour, we are waiting for it to tap into the fair value gap. This was the fair value gap that we had marked out in the daily time frame. Let's check out if it is the one still. Have you seen? So that is the same thing, but this massive push that happened today, I was not expecting it on gold. Surely, I was not expecting that push on gold. I thought the market was going to drop today, but I was not even trading today. I didn't take any trade. So this is how we marked it out. Tap into this and we drop. So this is, we are going to wait for our sales to happen, of which we are going lower again to 15 minutes time frame. 15 minutes time frame, let's draw our trend line and we'll see. If you are to draw our trend line, what is it going to show us? We don't need to force the trend line. We don't need to force it. So clearly what we are still seeing is it to move up at least. So let's wait for it to hit this trend line and then we can then a close below here or the second candlestick to be formed, then then we can go for sales, but not now. So we have to be patient. Thank you, him. Thank you. I remember seeing you yesterday in the live stream. Thank you for always joining. and I appreciate that. I want to find tomorrow at least $20 and then I trade synthetics. I want to trade synthetics tomorrow. So do you trade him? Do you trade? Or you don't trade? So this is our signal in this. Any confirmation, then we shall go for it. But now we have to be patient. So we are waiting for sales, yes, but not now. Let it tap at least in this fair value gap area, then we can look for sales. But this I'm not going to clear that. Let me leave it. Let's fast wait for it to happen. So let's wait for the trade to tap into the fair value gap. Break here, we are seeing another break. So what I usually do is that I wait for at least 3 breaks or 2 breaks, then we can enter that trade. Now here we don't need to enter. We can neither enter for buys nor sells, but we have to be patient and wait for it to happen. So let's wait for it to tap into that. Pushed it down. So meaning I have to go back to 1 day, then I mark it out clearly because I had pushed it down. So that is why it was. You see this push here also. This push is what we are trading. It's what we are still waiting for, anticipating for this. So we are waiting for it to close, at least for this candlestick close, then we can sell. We have been longing for a long time. So now let's check out on USD before I leave. USD JPY or GBP, any of those. Because USD JPY, no, GBP and USD and GBP, JPY are the same structures. Oh, so you trade features. That's nice. Then if you are a professional, because I have been trading since 2021 and I taught myself how to trade. I did not get any mentor, I taught myself from YouTube. That is why I'm doing YouTube also for others to learn from. As I learned from YouTube, I want others also to learn from YouTube. Here now we can just even use our trend lines just to get this market or to get the signal of this. We can use our trend lines to get. Let me first extend it here. So we are seeing an uptrend in this market here. All I'm seeing is an uptrend. Now let's wait for it to hit at least this, and then we shall see what to do. Either to break and then we retest and we go up, or for it to make a close and then we go for sales. So that is what we are going to anticipate in this. Which pair? That is GBP on GBP JPY. So that is what we are anticipating. Either to break this or we go back down. This is the first touch of the trend line. So this is the first touch. Second touch of which it did not happen. So we are anticipating another touch here. And it can happen in any of these areas here. A touch can happen in any of these areas. Then we can go for ourselves. Guys, which pair do you want me to analyze? Oh, okay, let us check on synthetics. Let us check on synthetics indices. Because those are my best. Those are my best. Those are my best. So same thing that was happening yesterday. I don't know what is happening. It means I have to download the app just instead of this disturbing me like this. So finally it's here. Finally it's here. So finally, the synthetics are here. The synthetics are here. Here is one of the best. It has one of the best charts that you'll ever find. Synthetics has one of the best charts that you'll ever find. The charts of synthetics are very clear. There is nothing like what, but manipulation is the worst thing in synthetics. Manipulation is the worst thing here that has ever happened in trading synthetics. These guys can manipulate the market like nothing. In this synthetics here, I trade demand and supply. This is one of the best strategies that I use here. Demand and supply, that is one of the best strategies that you will ever use on synthetics. So in synthetics, I normally use demand and supply. Let us check on volatility 75 1S. 75 1S, that is what we are going to look at. Where is it? 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 All I'm seeing is boom and crash. I'm not seeing, yeah. So I've seen 75, but 1S is one S I'm not seeing it. Let's check on this. Yeah, this is what I wanted. Here we can be able to spot our demand and supply zones. Let's mark out our supply. This is going to be one supply zone. So this is how I usually trade synthetics, guys. This is my way of trading synthetics. I trade here demand and supply, nothing else. I don't add any other thing. You can clearly see this. You can clearly see this happening. Now, what does this mean? And you have been seeing rejections here happen, rejections like nothing. So this clearly shows a downtrend in the 24 hours time frame, which is 1 day. So that is what we are seeing. If you are to choose a line, this is what we are seeing. So if you are to choose line, are you guys seeing are you guys seeing a clear trend? So that is how you can also do it. Find a clear trend by doing that. I want to show you guys here something. Let me show you guys. Only let me just show you guys here from my WhatsApp. So I wanted to show you guys this first. Wait for it. It's not loaded yet. I don't know. It's not loaded yet. So I had sent it to myself, but I'm not seeing it. I wanted to show you guys something. But anyways, let's continue with our thing. So we can clearly see a clear downtrend. We can clearly see a clear downtrend in this. So this is all that we are seeing. In this, let's go back now to our candlesticks. My network again. No. Let me first load something here. So guys, I'm trying to load it because the internet is very poor. Yes, anyway, let's just leave it. Let's just leave it as it is. Risk management is the cornerstone of a successful trader. Yeah. That is true, man. So risk management is that is why even if you find, let's say you find $10, that is, if you don't have to manage risk, then even if you find, I mean, 10,000 USD, then without risk, even 1 million, without considering risk, then you will not, then you will blow it easily. And if it is 10 billion, you can blow it still. So this drop that we are seeing, when is it going to stop? It is simply not going to stop until this happens. So this is not going to stop until it hits this, and we see now. If it breaks, then we shall wait for this, and then we can continue with the sales. If it breaks that, then we can continue with our sales. But if it doesn't, then we shall wait for our close, of which another close is going to happen here. Then we can hit, and we either come back down or go up, hitting the demand or the supply zone. So this is our target in this market. Let's go back to our candlesticks. I don't know why it is refusing to go back. You guys seeing it's refusing to go back. I wanted to put it back, but the internet is refusing. So this is the problem now. If I'm to refresh, it will restart again. But let's refresh it. Let's just refresh and we see. It's the same thing still. Yeah, so finally we were on candlesticks. So as I had said, we have to, but this is not, it's not a pair that we were looking at, was 75 index. With 75 index. So is it? Where is it? Where is it? So it's right here. As I was saying that I begin by marking out my supply and demand zones. Let's not take it back that side. Now if we are to mark all those out, then where are we going to mark? So this is our supply zone right there. Our supply can also act as a resistance zone, guys, for those that don't know it. Then I draw a trend line which passed here, then another one. Let's draw those trend lines back. So those are the trend lines that we are adding. So I add all this to my, I add them to my demand and supply strategy because they work very well. They complement each other. So this is the that I was talking of is I was talking of this touch to either, then we can go back up and we do this. So this is what I'm seeing all here, and this is the confluence of the trend line and demand and supply, all this. But let's check on back on this. It's the same strategy that I'm using on synthetics, guys. So if you want to trade synthetics, kindly join my Telegram group. You will see you get a link there. Join under my partner link, and then we shall see what to do. But for the FBS, it's on description. You can kindly tap on it, register, and let's trade together. The minimum money that you can find on FBS is $3 just. $3 I don't think it's a lot of money than others like Xnet that charge $10 in order to deposit. So all this is how it is. Here also we can be able to use the supply and demand also. It's the same as long as you stick to it. If it is paying, then you have to stick to that strategy, guys. So I've been trading break and retest for long. Break and retest, I've been trading it for long. So this is our supply zone, which is the resistance also. Are you guys seeing how we tapped on it on the on the supply zone? You see how we tapped on it? Meaning we are waiting for this other one here to come back to make the equal highs and we can sell getting this zone here. So that is what we are waiting for in this kind of market. So that is what we are kindly waiting for to make an M, of which an M I made a video about it. Kindly check it out. I made a video about an M, what an M does. So that is where we sell from. This is going to be your neckline. Simply, this is going to be your neckline, of which you can sell from here. Once it makes this, then we can sell. As simple as that. Then this is our demand now. I talked of demand and I said it's the area where you see a big push to the, of which you see this can even either it can even reach here. So we are going to analyze this, then you can take the trade if you feel like. If you don't feel like, then you will leave you will leave it for us that we are going to take this trade. We can also find here others like this. So this is going to be acting as our zone, also the premium and the discount zone. So all this is how it is going to be working. Let's just copy this and bring down. So if you know how discount and premium zones work, then you can not lose in this kind of market. Guys. This is very simple to analyze. Now let's go to 4 hours time frame. We see the same thing which is happening. Anything that you see in the higher time frame, which is 1 day, it's the same thing in 1 hour, just with simple slight changes. Simple slight changes. So this is what we are waiting for, those equal highs just to be formed, and then we can. Thank you, thank you. All good, my friend. Take all the time you need. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, guys, I think let's finish up. Let's finish this one up, then we can. Let me put my phone here. So, let me put my phone here. I'll be reading the chats for those that are sending. So, that is what we are waiting for. Let's hit that, then we can. Now let's go to 1 hour. All that you have seen in 4 hours, that is what is going to happen in 4 hours time frame. In 1 hour time frame, I mean. So you see all this that is happening. Let's wait for this push here to happen, then we can go back down. Meaning our stop loss is going to be above this supply zone. Our stop loss is going to be above that supply zone. Let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. So guys, I'm going to take this trade and then I leave the. Then I go to bed. I'm going to take this, then I go to bed. So this was our supply zone which I had marked out in the 4 hours time frame. So let's wait for it to tap on it, then we can. So I'm going to short it. Let's short. Then I go to bed. This is our TP. That is it. So that is all that we are seeing there. Thank you. I appreciate him. If it is correct, yeah. So this is my target. This is what I'm going to target. And this is the supply zone of which it will tap on it at least once or twice before it drops. So guys, that is all. So this is my backup phone that I use for checking the charts. Then this is my other phone. So the pair is GBP JPY. But are you guys aware that the trading sessions have changed? Trading sessions change. So let's wait for March 2026 for them to be corrected back. Trading sessions change during winter. So every session has changed right now. There are some slight changes. Okay, I cannot say everything has changed, but there are some slight changes in the trading sessions. So that is what has changed. Everything is going to be corrected on March 2026. So that is how it happens every year. If you have been trading for long, then you must know that. If you have been trading for long, then you must know that. So guys, I think I'm leaving. I go to bed now. I have school tomorrow. I have school tomorrow, so I have to sleep. Yeah, so I'm going to